Pro League Network, creating, developing, and bringing niche sports to market. PLN has produced some of the most viral, bettable content in recent years, and we're just getting started. Join us tonight for this special combat sports edition of PLN Picks. We've got something for everyone, and you can bet on it. Hello, Slap fans. You may not recognize my face, but if you've been watching Slap competition videos on the internet, you will definitely recognize my voice. My name is JT Tilley, and I am the founder of American Slap Fighting and the CEO of SlapFIGHT Championship. Over the past several years, it has been my responsibility to both discover, develop, and introduce new slapping talent to the world. During my tenure as Slap CEO, I've introduced fans to some of the biggest names in slapping. And now it's time to add a few new faces to the already stacked SlapFIGHT roster. Since the SlapFIGHT Challenger Series was announced, over 2,500 aspiring slap fighters registered to compete at slapfight.live. After careful consideration and several eliminations, we have invited 12 unknown slappers to Branson, Missouri to compete for the opportunity to join SlapFIGHT Championship. We call this group the Dirty Dozen. Let's take a look at some of them now. From New York, future copyright infringement defendant, Joker. An anime-influenced slapper from the Lone Star State with hopes to put the name Slap Kage on the SlapFIGHT radar. 112-pound Missouri-based Mallet hopes to dominate the rankings in the SlapFIGHT birthweight division. From Utah, the Dwarf Sasquatch makes the rare choice to compete using his legal name. Veteran slapper Scrappy Doo returns, looking lean and mean and planning to slap his way back onto the SlapFIGHT Championship roster. The most intense of the competitors, Black Larry, has traveled from Arizona to showcase his bitch slapping skills. He wants to earn a contract in the SlapFIGHT Championship middleweight division. Factory worker and single father of 2 boys, Wildman makes his slap fighting debut tonight. And the masked mojito is here all the way from rural Mississippi by way of Memphis, Tennessee. He claims to have a secret slap. Could this also mean he has secret biceps? Stay tuned. And Captain Flamingo flying in all the way from Pennsylvania. He's the tallest of the competitors with the widest wingspan, and he's itching for a fight. This past weekend, all 12 finalists traveled to the SlapFIGHT Combine, where they had the opportunity to work one-on-one with SlapFIGHT veterans Rocky Moore, Raven, Young James, and Frank the Tank. They were shown some high-level techniques and learned the most proven ways to avoid penalty during tonight's competition. Hello, Slappers, and welcome to the SlapFIGHT Challenger Series. We started with 2,500 submissions, and after several eliminations, we are left with you 12 finalists. So congratulations. Today, we will choose a handful of you to join our family at SlapFIGHT Championship, but this will not be a typical slap competition. Are you ready for a challenge?
Yeah!
Perfect. We have randomly selected the first challenger. When your name is called, step forward and prepare to issue your first challenge. Scrappy Doo. Having competed 3 times within the promotion, 112-pound Scrappy Doo is the lightest competitor in SlapFIGHT history. He made his debut at the SlapFIGHT Summer Smash, where he battled future top contender Raven in a firefight that ended with Scrappy Doo on the mat. Next, he faced Maniac Matt, former professional wrestler, in a 2-fight series that saw Scrappy as the eventual winner. Mr. Dew is always willing to face heavier opponents, but hopes to one day see the development of a slap fight flyweight division. Until that day, he plans to bulk up and slap his way back into the slap fight ranks.
I feel like I do have an advantage in my weight class, being trained with Frank the Tank, Biscuit. I've also been researching with other successful slappers, different techniques, ways to improve my skills, and can't wait to show it. I think having it 5 rounds is going to be easy for me. Being 2 of my fights, I went 10 rounds. I went 4 rounds with a stud, so I feel I have an advantage.
Scrappy, it's time to issue your challenge. You can call out any competitor within your weight restrictions, and the slapper that you choose may accept or decline. If they decline to face you, they will sacrifice the first slap in their next match. Please make your choice.
Choose Mallet.
So I found out about SlapFIGHT Championship about 3 years ago from YouTube, obviously, and been wanting to do it since. Finally got my opportunity, so I'm here to knock some fucking heads off. So the last fight I got in, I was headbutted by a 350-pound dude. So having a dude that's the same size as me definitely feels like an advantage, and I know I can take it.
And here we are back at the barrel. Scrappy Dew has called out Mallet, and Mallet has accepted. Our lead official this afternoon will be Q Davidson. And as Davidson makes his way to the barrel, I'll point out to you that in the corner of Mallet this afternoon, legendary slapper Rocky Moore, and in the corner of Scrappy Dew, People's Champion Frank the Tank. Let's listen into the coin toss.
Just wait. Tails it is.
And Scrappy Dew wins the coin toss. He will elect to slap first. All right, folks, let's take a look at the rules of slap fight. First off, no clubbing. All competitors must land their strikes with an open hand. The heel of the hand may make contact but cannot extend past the chin. Next, no stepping. Feet must be planted shoulder width apart, and there can be no pivoting or stepping when striking. And finally, no flinching. Small reactions are allowed, but any movement that affects the power of the strike is a foul. And we're back. Last night, both of these fighters tipped the scales at 112 pounds. That makes this the lightest fight in the history of the sport. Round 1.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, Scrappy Dew with a slobber knocker to start the match. And just like that, Mallet's feelings are hurt. All right, the official just warned Scrappy just to keep his strikes just a little bit lower, but no violation.
Better be ready, bro.
Mallet says you better be ready. He's going to check his placement here. Bottom of round 1. And here comes Mallet.
2, 3.
Great slap by Mallet. And round 1 is in the books.
but eat them slaps.
Scrappy Doo, top of round 2.
1,
Here's the windup.
2, 3.
Another great slap by Scrappy. Mallet staggers back, but not enough to call a knockdown. Rocky Moore in the corner giving good advice. Frank the Tank in the corner of Scrappy. They've trained together for about 2 years. Recently, Mallet also began training with Frank the Tank.
2, 3.
And Mallet returns fire with another fantastic shot. Look at the face of Scrappy. He's determined.
Still have 45.
He's been waiting for a very long time for an opportunity to get back into the show. Mallet's been training very hard, looking for an opportunity as well. And now they find themselves in round 3 of a 5-round fight.
2, 3.
Oh, and another fantastic shot from Scrappy Doo, who has clearly been working on his hands.
Strap, bring it down again.
Now Rocky's in the corner of Mallet, letting him know that he needs to just take the ridge of his hand and aim for the jawline. We're going to see if he takes that advice here. Scrappy Doo clearly in the zone. Mallet looks a little bit nervous. So far, great performance from both fighters.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, another fantastic slap. Unbelievable fight so far. Combined weight of 224 pounds. And these guys are throwing some big power for a couple of flyweights. Scrappy Doo says, let's go. Round 4. Scrappy smells blood in the water here.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, no. I spoke too soon. That looked like it might have been a club.
Yep, it was.
Okay, and lead official Q Davidson's going to issue a warning to Scrappy Doo for clubbing. Now, that's just a warning. It will not affect the scorecards, but if there's another clubbing violation during the match, Scrappy Doo will lose a turn. Now, the club doesn't seem to have affected Mallet much, but he does have a full minute to recover here.
You got another 20 seconds.
Rocky Moore, a veteran slap fighter. He's been with us since SlapFIGHT 3 back in 2018.
Okay, Mallet, you have the floor.
Frank the Tank, been with the company since SlapFIGHT 1. All right, bottom of round 4 in this flyweight match.
1,
Mallet with the windup.
2,
Here we go.
3.
And another good slap from Mallet. Not quite as much power as we've seen in previous rounds, but fantastic placement.
Good job, fellas.
Now we're coming up on the last round. There's no clear winner here.
Here's our last round.
Both of our competitors having a word with their cornermen.
This is round 5.
Fantastic to have so much experience in the corner. But the intensity at the barrel is on full display here. Last round.
1, 2, 3.
And a clean strike from Scrappy Doo. If you're keeping score, this has been a fight with no violations, 2 warnings, but no penalties. And this will be the final slap of the match. Mallet checking his placement.
1,
He's swinging for the fences, and here we go.
3.
Okay, another clean slap. Fantastic fight. Kind of a crazy fist bump as always. And now we're going to wait and see what the judges have decided. Taking a look at the replay here, fantastic precision on display from both fighters. That's a testament to the coaching of Frank the Tank. All right, boys, we do have a winner, but first I'd like to congratulate you each on a fantastic fight. Very, very impressive, but there is a winner by split decision. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Scrappy Doo. And now both of these slappers will have a brief recovery period, and then it's right back into the pack, ready for the next challenge. Okay, slappers, are you ready for the next challenge? Perfect. I will now select another competitor at random. If your name is called, step forward and prepare yourself to issue your challenge. The next challenger, Wild Man.
I'm Wild Man, I'm from Fulton, Missouri, and I'm here to get shit done. I'm here because it's a good opportunity, and it's a good opportunity for me and my family, and I want to take advantage of it as soon as I can.
Wild Man, you may now issue your challenge.
The Mass Mojito accepts your challenge. I'm the Masked Mojito. I'm from Memphis, and I'm here to slap people. And if I have to be slapped, that's just part of the sacrifice. I feel I'm special because I really want to slap some people, and feel like everyone else wants to, but not as much as me. I find it hard to see an end to my slapping career. I feel like I'm just gotta be always slapping. I may either be dead or a vegetable by the time I'm done slapping people. One or the other, or both.
And we are back at the barrel. Kind of an awkward stare down going on between Wildman and the masked Mojito.
Good luck.
Lead official Q Davidson at the barrel. We're going to listen in here to the coin toss.
Tails.
Tails it is.
Nailed it. All right, folks, let's take a look at the rules of slap fight. First off, no clubbing. All competitors must land their strikes with an open hand. The heel of the hand may make contact but cannot extend past the chin. Next, no stepping. Feet must be planted shoulder width apart, and there can be no pivoting or stepping when striking. And finally, no flinching. Small reactions are allowed, but any movement that affects the power of the strike is a foul. Referee Q Davidson just going over some last-minute questions with the competitors. Wildman representing the state of Missouri. Frank the Tank in his corner. Young James in the corner of the masked Mojito, representing Mississippi by way of Memphis, Tennessee.
Work hard. Say what you need to. If you have any questions, come to me.
The masked Mojito is kind of an interesting character. He had us in stitches last night at the weigh-ins. Didn't do a lot of training at the combine. He has a secret slap that he's trying to keep under wraps. And I'm hoping that we get a chance to see that secret slap at some point today. All right, round one. Already we've got an issue here. The masked Mojito has got his chin all the way over the center of the barrel, and that is not good. And you can see here Rocky Moore and Young James are in a little bit of a panic here. That is not a good technique for defense. We're going to see if it holds up here. Round one.
2, 3,
oh, man. A little bit of a wet turd here of a slap from Wildman, but still Mojito stays in the pocket. He now has 1 minute to recover, and then he can return fire. Young James, current heavyweight champion of SlapFIGHT Championship. A little bit confused about which ear to put the cotton ball in, or both. All of our competitors wear cotton in their ears to protect their eardrums from damage. And we're going to find out what the masked Mojito has to offer. Here's his windup.
1, 2.
Oh my gosh. And the masked Mojito with a big shot in round one. Now, I don't know if that had any power in it or if maybe it was just that he caught the Wildman by surprise, but the masked Mojito just showed out in round one. Having a quick conversation with his corner man, Young James. And the same on the other side of the barrel with Wildman and Frank the Tank. Going into the top of round two. Wildman was woken up by that last slap.
1,
Ringing his windup down low.
3.
That wasn't a bad slap, but it did look like it's possible that he may have stepped. And it looks like our auxiliary official is calling a flinching warning for Mojito. So we've got a warning for stepping for Wildman and a warning for flinching on the masked Mojito. Now these are just warnings, but if either competitor commit the same violation again, he will lose a turn. Masked Mojito says, I have to win this now. Here we go. Round 2.
One, two, three.
Crazy style with the masked mojito, but somewhat effective. Wasn't a very powerful strike, but it was effective and it was clean. So the masked mojito is on the board as we roll into round 3.
Wild man, you have the floor.
Wild Man is an interesting character. Father of 2 boys, single father of 2 boys. Was once homeless, now works in a factory, works hard to provide for his kids. Great father.
One, two, three.
And not a bad slapper, just a little bit reckless there. That one caught the masked mojito in the eyeball. And he's going to get a little scolding here from Q Davidson. Obviously an unintentional violation. Wild Man, very nice guy. Intimidating guy, but once you get to know him, he's just a teddy bear. The masked mojito and young James
30 seconds.
talking a little bit of strategy here.
Let's see it.
You know what time it is? Slap a clock.
Oh God, it's slap a clock, says masked mojito.
One,
Here's the wind up. And another clean slap. Oh, maybe not. Hold on, we've got our line official with the flag up.
We have a stepping violation.
And yes, we're going to call a stepping violation on masked mojito. That's unfortunate. Just a warning, though. If the masked mojito steps again during this fight, he will lose a turn. This is a 5-round scheduled fight. We're rolling into round 4.
Still continue.
Pretty even fight so far.
Wild man, you have the
2 warnings for masked mojito, 1 for flinching, 1 for stepping, and of course 1 warning for stepping from Wild Man. Other than that, the cards are relatively even. And here's your wind-up for round 4.
one, two, three.
Okay, nice clean slap from Wild Man. Wasn't a lot of power in that slap, but sometimes it's not about power. Sometimes it's about dialing back your power to win the decision.
wild man.
And in a competition like Challenger Series, you may fight 2 to 3 times in one day. So,
They weren't 2 continuous violations.
oh, a quick conversation here. Masked Mojito was confused. He thought he was going to get slapped twice. That is not the case.
Bottom of round 4.
His violations were separate, 1 for flinching, 1 for stepping. So no loss of turn. Masked Mojito mixing it up, putting his arm behind his back this time. Oh, and then bringing it back. Oh, my goodness. Whoa, the Masked Mojito showing out again. It makes you wonder if he's just making this up as he goes along or if this is something that he's practiced in front of his bathroom mirror. This is going to be the last round, round 5 of a scheduled round 5 fight.
Gentlemen, final round.
You heard referee Q Davidson say that in a much more convenient way. This is anybody's match. Wild Man with his last shot. Let's see what he makes of it.
One, two, three.
Oh, that's the best shot of the match so far. We've got one more slap on the menu from the Masked Mojito.
Last slap.
Last slap.
Last slap. You got it, Masked Mojito.
He was unaware. Look at the intensity and fierce concentration on the face of Mojito.
Two, three. Yeah.
And that was one of the most interesting matches I've seen in a long time. Wild Man versus Masked Mojito is in the books. And now we're going to go to the judges and see who won that fight.
Just your corner is good. Okay, gentlemen, we have the decision.
First of all, gentlemen, fantastic fight. Great performances on both sides of the barrel. We do have a winner tonight. We have a decision winner, ladies and gentlemen. Wild Man. And now both of our slappers will have a quick meeting with the medical team before having a short moment to recover and then right back into the pack, ready for the next challenge. The next challenger chosen at random, concrete finisher. Young James, quiet.
Sorry.
The concrete finisher, Team Destroyer. I'm here, I don't mind being hit, I just want to slap people. Among all the slappers, I think I've trained harder than most of them. I've got to train with Darius, the Destroyer. I've trained with Raven. Those guys have shown me a lot of good technique. I'm going to go in and I'm going to destroy somebody.
Thought Tiger would be entertained today. I'm here to knock someone's head off.
I don't care who it is. I don't care who's in my fucking way. As long as I make a name for myself, whoever's in my way, they're gonna be an object gonna get moved. Well, if I smack the shit out of someone, their jaw actually fall off, I would definitely help them up. But if their jaw's still intact, shit, he can get up on his own.
Friends, it is time for the third fight of the day, and as always, we're going to listen in to the coin toss.
Okay. You had our call out, so you'll call the coin. Okay? Call it in the air. Heads. Tails it is.
And the SlapKage wins the coin toss, and he is going to slap first. All right, folks, let's take a look at the rules of slap fight. First off, no clubbing. All competitors must land their strikes with an open hand. The heel of the hand may make contact but cannot extend past the chin. Next, no stepping. Feet must be planted shoulder width apart, and there can be no pivoting or stepping when striking. And finally, no flinching. Small reactions are allowed, but any movement that affects the power of the strike is a foul. We are just moments away from the third fight of the afternoon. Concrete Finisher has called out SlapKage. SlapKage has accepted. And lead official Q Davidson's going to go over just a few last-minute details with the competitors before we begin.
Do what you can while you're here.
SlapKage representing the state of Texas. And Concrete Finisher, of course, part of Team Destroyer out of Missouri.
That motherfucker walk away. You just found yourself in the wrong place. Maybe not.
All right, we've got some strong words here from both competitors. Kage checking his placement here. Here's the windup.
2, 3.
Oh, and a big shot from SlapKage, and Concrete Finisher is on his ass. Oh, my. Okay, amazingly, the Concrete Finisher seems to have already recovered.
Still got 45 seconds.
He has a total of 60 seconds to regain his composure and step back to the barrel.
Here, step back. Can I get a towel?
Okay, we've got a little bit of water spilled here next to the barrel. Our lead official's going to take care of the housekeeping. SlapKage with some big power, completely unexpected.
Okay, 15 seconds out.
Now that's one knockdown for SlapKage. 3 knockdowns would be a technical knockout. But it looks like Concrete Finisher is back.
2, 3.
And he delivers a big blow of his own here. His opponent stumbles back but does not go down. Wow. Top of round 2, SlapKage is going to have the barrel. He's decided to go with his glasses while slapping, and he'll remove his glasses, of course, when receiving a slap.
Do it again.
Checking his placement.
1,
And here's the windup.
2, 3.
Oh, another knockdown from SlapKage, and Concrete Finisher is hurt.
Okay, go to your corner, man. Stabilize.
Oh, no. And it looks like we've got a violation here. We've got a clubbing violation on SlapKage. Oh, no. Let's take a look at it here. It looks like the heel of the hand was extended just a little bit deeper than it's allowed. Of course, that's completely accidental, but that's unfortunate. Again, concrete finisher looks recovered. We're rolling into the bottom of round 2. We now have 1 knockdown for SlapKage. Definitely up on the scorecards.
2, 3,
Oh, and the concrete finisher still in it. SlapKage kind of looks at him and grins, but definitely he felt that one. Young James in the corner of SlapKage. Fantastic corner man, lots of experience, and he's the current SlapFIGHT heavyweight champion, of course.
Top of round 3.
Placement.
Round 3.
1,
Here's the windup.
2, 3. Took it well.
And concrete finisher eats the shot. The tide may have turned here.
Okay, that's your second club.
Here we go.
Oh no, we've got another clubbing violation on SlapKage. That's not good.
You got 2 consecutive.
He's having just a difficult time with the heel of his hand. Of course, the heel of your hand may make contact with the chin at SlapFIGHT, but it cannot extend any deeper. And that's the struggle that SlapKage is having currently. Again, completely accidental, but still, the rules are the rules. And so we're going to be running into the bottom of round 3, and SlapKage has lost his round 4 turn due to violation. Concrete finisher with the windup.
2.
Oh! Concrete finisher with a big shot. And the SlapKage is hurt.
Take your time.
He stumbled into his corner, man. That's going to count as a knockdown. But one look at the face of SlapKage, and you can see that he is hurt. This could be the end of the fight.
Remaining.
He's taking full advantage of his break here, having a conversation with his corner, trying to recover. Again, this is a scheduled 5-round fight, and we are in the bottom of round 3. SlapKage is ahead on the scorecards, quite definitely. Second shot in a row for concrete finisher. Here we go. Oh, and SlapKage is hurt again. Oh, he's not there. This may be the end of the fight, and it is. Q Davidson has seen enough. That's going to be a TKO win for the concrete finisher. Holy smokes. Big power from both competitors, but in the end, it's the concrete finisher walking away with the win. Let's just take a look at the replay here. At the end of the fight, you could tell that SlapKage was no longer in the building. Incredible performance by concrete finisher. He showed incredible resilience, fantastic recovery, and in the end, big power by your winner, the concrete finisher.
everyone, and welcome to the Hawaiian Rumble Golf Course. I'm Brian Katrick. Ted Detweiler is going to be sitting right here in just a little bit. We have 36 of the best putters in the world assembled here for World Putting League event number 2. 36 players. We're going to cut it down after 4 rounds of golf. We're going to make a cut after each round. We're cutting to 24, then we're cutting to 12, then we are cutting to 6. A cut made after each of the first 3 rounds. We're going to have a winner and a $5,000 first prize. This is event number 2. The winner of event number 1 is standing by with Brock Gillespie.
Hello, everyone. Brock Gillespie here with the World Putting League. We're here at event number 2. We have right here, Gary Hester, the winner of event number 1. Gary, how you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good, actually. Pretty confident, pretty relaxed after very fortunate to win that first one, and so feeling pretty good.
Gary, tell me this. What's it going to take to go back-to-back here? What's it going to take to win this event today?
You got to stay focused. It's a course that's changing as we speak. It's starting to heat up. You got to roll with the punches. You'll have a few bad breaks here and there, and you just got to pretty much stay focused and hope the breaks come your way.
Well, Gary, I hope you do well. Gary, I'm kind of curious, how'd you get involved in competitive putting?
Well, I grew up as a youngster in High Point, North Carolina, and we had a putt-putt course on the north end of town. It was hard to get to, but I was fortunate they built an Arnold Palmer putting course very close to my house, and started playing, and I was very fortunate to win the city championship 4 consecutive years.
Oh, no kidding.
In 3 of those years, they sent the city representative to play in the national championship. So as a youngster, I'm playing in the national championship, and the top 3 finishers got to sit at Arnold Palmer's banquet table.
Arnold.
Okay. And as a 13-year-old kid sitting beside Arnold Palmer, it was absolutely incredible, and it just got me hooked into mini golf.
That's awesome. Gary, I wish you the best of luck today. Let's go back to Brian.
Brock, thanks, as we are joined now by the man that just blew us away with that national anthem, Ted Detweiler. We're taking a look. Let me help you out.
I appreciate you. We're just getting here set. Thank you.
Getting you all set
I
up
got
here.
the collar popped.
Love it. You
Ready
excited?
to do it? Yes, I'm excited. This is exciting day ahead. There's a lot of great matchups.
Rainey Statham is going to kick us off after the car alarm went off. Rainey undaunted here to kick things off. Goes backdoor at 1,
Boom.
and there you go.
What a start. And the car alarm.
I got to be honest with you, the car alarm is a nice touch.
Hey, it didn't phase him, right?
No, did not back him off at all.
Mental toughness.
Our next competitor is Wade Samel, part of the first couple of miniature golf. Wade's wife, Olivia Prokopova, is going to be in our featured group later today. Wade attempting the front door putt. And it didn't go. So, no big deal. We're playing stroke play here to cut from 36 to 24. 18 holes of stroke play to eliminate a handful of players here. And the last member of our first group is Tony Varnador. Is that hard enough?
A little short.
I feel like he was trying a front door putt there also, Ted.
Yeah.
He yanked it.
Might have had some nerves. A little tentative start.
Speaking of nerves, you nailed the national anthem.
Well, hey, I appreciate that.
That's not the first time I've heard that. You also
I did have a little nerves.
Oh, you didn't show it.
Oh, appreciate that.
You also hit the under.
What was the over-under on that?
3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hit the under.
So here we are. Ted, formally dressed. I'm just lucky to be here.
Hey.
It's World Putting League event number 2, and you and your father, Bob, have been very instrumental in the construction and the formation of this World Putting League. How are you feeling?
Absolutely. I'm so excited. I'm thrilled to see this come through. Bob's been working on this for over 30 years, and it's a great competition. It's in our second event.
That is the putting style of Nico Manu. And I can't tell you whether he made that or not. There's a palm tree in the way. We'll go over to 2, and Wade Samel Ooh. This one used to back in, and it just doesn't back in anymore.
Yeah, since the carpet's changed, it definitely rolls differently.
All right, next up there on the first hole, one of the three amateurs. This is James Dvorak, and there's a lot of trash talk between the amateurs. James even has a caddy there. This is at the first, and that's not a bad effort from James.
No, it's his first event here. I'm sure he was scrambling to learn the lines. Maybe his caddy will help a bit, you know.
So this is the second hole. Our first group is there, and then the action here at the first. Gary English ready to go. Trying the front door putt. Oh, just not lining up. So, a testing set of circumstances here early. The first hole, which they usually just take apart, not happening.
Yeah, I mean that first hole is one you definitely want to ace to get that momentum going and get those lower scores.
Tony Varnador misses there at 2 as Gary English taps in at 1. So Gary English makes the 2 there. There's Varnador making his 2 at 2, and next up there at number 1, or number 2 rather, is Rainey Statham.
Rainey's a tough player.
There's Rainey, always festively dressed.
Yes, he is. He's got a different outfit, I think, for every time he plays.
Oh, almost. I tell you what, the violent left turn, you guys made the rock bigger at number 2, and it has changed the shot that these players are playing. And there's a lot of movement when they first hit the ball now.
That and the carpet change, you know, it used to be almost a gimme there. It was an amazing shot. You can get this around the rock and hole in one, and now it's a bit tougher, but it's good.
They head over to the third. There it is. It's a par 2. They're all par 2s, as you might imagine. Then it's going to be Tony Varnador leading us off. Back at the second hole, that was James Dvorak, the amateur. Andy Molitor and Rob Pizzola, as well as Jeff Feinberg. There are 4 amateurs in this field, not 5. I see Amanda. 6. Holy cow, they've added some amateurs.
Yes.
there were fewer of them. That's a bad kick at the third.
It's all about getting that kick where you can get that second par putt on that hole.
So Varnador going to get, the way this works is you get the 6 inches from any obstruction. It can be closer to the hole if that's the only option, and the referee just steps right in and does it. So this is the second shot. That was a tee shot at number 1. And there's Varnador, who made his deuce.
He dropped it, yeah.
Awkward stance.
He has the lowest score at the Aloha course of a 22 out of 36. It's unbelievable.
Wow. Course record here is 25.
Yes.
Randy Reeves authored that one in a Masters a few years back. So here's Rainey Statham. Tee shot at 3. He just saw a bad break from Varnador. And he gets a bad bounce.
Yeah.
That's 2 in a row, and this is our first group. That's a bad sign. And here comes the referee right in there. Ted, this looks like the 2 of us out there, stuck up against the planter.
Oh, yeah. Or I'd be back behind it on my first shot.
And this is where these guys separate themselves.
Absolutely.
Putts of this length. Rainey 1 under par. Got to imagine is going to advance.
Yeah. He's a tough competitor. I would have to think so. And, you know, of course he makes that shot. He's not going to miss those par putts.
There's Nico Manu battles arthritis in almost all of his joints. He cannot hold a putter, can't hit a ball with a putter, so he kicks the ball.
Yes, he does. And he plays just about every sport with it. He's got different shoes for bowling and disc golf and everything.
Second hole, this is the third rather, Wade Samel also got the same bad break. Nobody got it around the corner here at 3.
Everybody's ending up in the weird stance in the bushes.
What happened? Not only have these guys played practice rounds overnight, I mean, they played them for weeks. They also played them this morning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 10 hours a day if they can.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're here all the time. All right, so to the 4th, and the carpet has sped up. It's going to be Rainey Statham leading us off. This hole was not aced in World Putting League event number 1, but they're filling it up there this week. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
1 for 1. Some of the
that was huge.
Some of the things you can do here, you can bet over under when we have a featured group number of aces at this 4th hole. In this case, it's number of pars at this 4th hole.
Right.
It would have already been the under because
I mean,
we've got an ace. Wade missed his spot there.
I don't remember them the last time making any hole-in-ones on that hole.
There was none.
I mean, that
and that's that. What was that? A month ago?
Yeah. Rainey just dialed it in.
Yeah. So tell you that a month ago, with this carpet being much newer, I think there was only one ball that got to the hole.
Yeah. So maybe that's a sign of more to come.
So a lot of work left here for Wade Samel. You couldn't get a ball to go this far off the tee at 4, but it rolled out here. And a nice catch by the hole.
Sigh of relief there. I thought that was lipping out.
All right, here are the groupings. That's the first group. They're up over at the 5th now. I think Varnador still has the 4th hole to play. Here he is. Of course, record holder, as you mentioned, down at the Aloha.
We played there, they don't get open. It was really slow.
That's a pretty good start. Just didn't line up for him.
It actually worked out to be good practice for we went to golf with, but that course was long too.
That's the action back at the 2nd. Is that Kent Cranford?
I think so.
And he's pointing and gesturing, so that's generally a miss. I think he's blaming you.
He could be. The national anthem's still ringing in his ear.
I don't think that was Kent. Oh, maybe it was.
Oh, yeah, it was. That was crazy. Oh, no.
There's our first group heading over to the 5th, and you can see the sign there for the 5th hole. It's called Maki. I mispronounced it.
Maki.
And it means toward the sea.
There
Your
you go.
father named all these holes.
Yeah, Hawaiian themed. He's fluent in Hawaiian.
And guess which direction this hole flows?
Towards the sea.
Toward the sea.
There we go. Or at least the beachwear store across the street, right?
That's just, it doesn't look as good on the scorecard.
Yeah.
Rob Pizzola, one of the amateurs in the field,
Wow.
actually able to ace the first.
Wow.
Great start.
What a start.
Rob Pizzola felt like he was too good to wear the shirt that everybody else is wearing.
Wow.
And then he's using a rental putter with a round grip on it, but he's 1 under through 1. Here's Jeff Feinberg and other of the guys that he works with. These guys are gambling experts, Ted.
Ooh.
That was the intention. Oh. The intention was the line that he took was the front door putt, and he almost got away with it.
Yeah. I'll take that gimme, though.
Yeah. Good start for Jeff. And then the third member of this group, Andy Molitor, and there's a lot of trash talking in this group. And that was the backdoor option, just didn't hit it hard.
Mm-hmm.
And he just waved off the referee. Like, I got this.
Did it.
Far side of the course is probably
The nerve. To the 5th, Rainy Statham. Boom. Wow.
Wow. Rainy. On
How is
fire.
it that they can make 5, but they couldn't get it around the corner at 3?
Yeah.
Rainy Statham.
He's one to watch, I think.
Second birdie today, 2 under par.
Wow, he's starting off tough.
Nico Manu, by the way, aced 2 and is 2 under.
Wow.
Out to the 4th.
now he's on the executive board with WPL.
All right, back to the amateurs here at the 2nd. And this is
He was there for 2 weeks.
this is Jeff.
The meeting was 2 days. He just played indoor.
And that used to go in.
Yeah. Yeah. Carpet change. But we'll see.
I think he played 2 Burlings and low.
Not sure if he brought that putter with him.
The carpet may change over the next year, and that may start falling.
All right, now Andy Molitor. So you may be watching this and saying, well, hey, Pizzola aced the first. Why didn't he go? They go in. Look at that.
Wow. Hey. Can't be done. It's done.
Molitor showed some nerves on 1, makes
Look at
the
that.
ace on 2.
Yeah. Amateur stepping up.
They alternate the starting order. It's just a rotation. So if you went first on 1, you'll go first again on 4. And here's Pizzola. We're going to cut from 36 to 24 here after just this first round. Can any of these 3 clowns make it? And I say clowns with the most affection because these guys have a passion for this sport.
Yeah. I mean, Pizzola started off tough. So look at this.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God. If he hit that, I say, hey.
I mean, he'd be the leader.
He might have a shot.
He would have been leading the golf tournament through 2 holes.
Yeah. He's playing well.
According to our scoring, Nico has aced the 3rd also.
What?
I'm not sure that what we're looking at is right, but I got Nico at 3 under through 3.
Wow. What's going on?
Here's Jay Clapper, former Masters and U.S. Open champion. Jay, you ready to start his round here at the 1st?
Earliest days of work, I don't even have to get out of bed till 7:30.
I'm at work about 6:45. It's a 45-minute drive.
Ooh.
Tried to play the front door putt.
He's another one to keep your eye on.
Our amateurs are at the 3rd. And I believe that was Andy. Andy Molitor there.
You'll run into him.
Oh, ouch. That's where, that's an amateur mistake there.
Just a tiny little lapse in concentration.
Yeah, those are the ones that start adding up.
So the ace back at 2, you give it right back at 3. And Andy Molitor back to even par. Now Rob Pizzola. Gambling expert, does a great show. He'll do watch-alongs. He'll come back and probably watch the feed of this along with us. Interesting kick there. He missed his spot, almost got away with it.
That was a good one. I'm impressed with his playing so far.
Yeah, me too. That said, he's got this same tester that Andy just missed. And he got it.
Dropped it.
All right, volunteers out there working with the scoring mechanism. And now it's Jeff Feinberg.
The birdies are chirping.
Jeff hit the spot, but he hit it with too much pace. And look at what he's got coming
That's
back.
a tough one.
Is that outcropping in his way? Well, he's going to get a little help here. You get 6 inches from any obstruction. That extra 1 inch should have gotten him clear. Oh, he couldn't bring himself to do it. Tugs it away from the obstruction. And that's going to be a bogey for Feinberg. Here's Rainey Statham. This is at 7. Your dad just told us Nico did ace the first.
Yeah, he did.
Well, now I've got him 4 under through 4.
That's unbelievable.
It's literally unbelievable. Just because, I mean,
It's
that's
amazing.
That's a dream start.
Oh, Rainey. Oh, wow.
Rainey, fractions of an inch. So a deuce for Rainey. 3 under, though, for Rainey Statham. As the soft drinks are being delivered. Wade Samel at 7. Oh, everybody loves the soft drinks. They're taking a little different angle here at 7, Ted.
Yeah. I know. They're still going off those walls there.
But they're playing it a little deeper into the rocks. It's not that sure. They used to play a rock.
It was a shorter rock.
Yeah,
shorter
very
route.
close to the tee, and it took a very violent kick.
It was but it was going the hole.
Yeah, it was kind of scary,
It was
actually.
scary. It was scary to do it. I was like, this doesn't make sense. I'm going to go right into the wall right across from it.
Yeah.
But they knew that it was a weird kick. Yeah, that was a wild one.
Out of the 4th, Jeff Feinberg. There's Rob Pizzola. He's waiting on Rob. A little out of position here at 4. Yep. So the key to the 4th hole is actually to play a shot around the left-hand side that doesn't hit any rocks. If you start hitting rocks, you're going to wind up where Rob was, and he throws a bogey at him. Andy, he catches that rock, and that usually throws it off, and that's what happens. And you can come out here, as you know, Ted, you can hit this putt 100 times. The one that counts is the one where the speed has to be right.
Mm-hmm. And under pressure in the tournament, that was a nice save.
Fist pump.
Yeah.
For Jeff Feinberg.
Fired up.
I think I called him Andy. It's Jeff. He's at 1 over. Here's Andy. Andy Molitor. That's way too hard. Crashes into the rocks. It just doesn't line up. There's not a rock that lines up with the hole. You'd much rather play the shot that he played, just hit off of something.
Yeah.
There's not one that lines it up.
No.
So you got to play the gravity shot around the bank. The bank will actually line it up at the right speed, but that's a tough shot. If you don't do this a lot, it's not going to come back.
I'm still amazed Rainey hit that.
Would like to thank the folks for cleaning the street while we're playing golf tournament.
He's like, hey, I gotta take a moment and focus.
This when you come to North Myrtle Beach, you're going to come to the cleanest streets around. They
That's
make
right.
sure of that.
It's Myrtle Beach.
Got to have clean pavement.
Oh.
And Andy is going to make a 3 at the 4th. He doesn't want the cameras on him anymore. Too bad, Andy.
I think that's another one, right?
Oh my goodness.
No. He's playing tennis now.
And his over-under, look at that, was 40.5. He started off even through the first 3, but he's giving them all back right now. Oh. And he hasn't gotten to the hard holes yet.
Right.
People may or may not know this about Andy Molitor, but he hates street sweepers.
It definitely got him.
It may have gotten to him there.
It definitely got to him.
All right, what have you thought of what you've seen so far?
I'm amazed. Nico, was he 5 under?
He's 5 under. Which
What's going on?
At this point, I feel like somebody's got to get to the scoring.
We got to get this on camera. What's going on?
Yeah.
And it started solid. Rainey with the hole in one, and it's getting exciting.
Ace Ventura taps one in for a deuce, and here are our amateurs at the 5th. Yeah, we're going to have to check on what's going on with the scoring for Nico, because if he's really 5 under through 5, we have to watch that. I feel like somebody's pushing a wrong button, because that means you would have made this one, and you just don't make this one very often. Nice there from Feinberg.
Yeah.
Drop that.
Very nice.
So yeah, I'll go.
All right.
Here,
Next up,
League event number 2.
Andy Molitor
and Nabinant. Jeremy's playing in the event today. Hey, Jeremy, tell me.
All right. There's Feinberg. Wait, that's Molitor. Yeah. It's a 2. That's right. It's a minor victory when you just made a 4. I definitely know the feeling. So here's Pizzola. Rob Pizzola, even par here. Got a birdie and a bogey. Ooh, violent kick there.
Oh my goodness.
Just about got it to line up.
Yeah. Nice bounce.
Out at the 7th. I don't know that gentleman, Ted.
It might be. Not sure either. It's one of the amateurs. First time playing. This is Ratchford, I think, yeah.
Eric Ratchford, there you go. So that was Daniel Tatum, I believe. First up. Ratchford sitting at 1 under, make it 2 under.
Look at him.
Second ace.
We got some guys that are starting strong.
Excuse me, that was Stephen Buckner who was first. This is going to be Daniel Tatum.
Oh.
I haven't played with these guys. I played with Ratchford.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was.
Oh, wow.
Boom. I think he hit that earlier. It looked a little earlier in the
played.
Yeah,
the old shot.
He did.
Yeah. So Stephen Buckner, now Pizzola here at the 6th. Just doesn't line up very much, but you get your speed right, which he did. It should be an easy deuce.
He seems to be playing pretty solid.
He really is. Rob Pizzola came here, and look, he does the podcast, really got immersed in this, talked about how he enjoyed this sport and got fully addicted after World Putting League event number 1. And I think that his main takeaway here, as we see Jeff Feinberg, that his takeaway was these guys have to prepare. You got to come learn the shots, and I believe he did.
It's looking that way.
Yeah, you can think you're a good player. You can actually be a good player. But you got to know where to hit it.
I mean, I can putt decent, but I can't even come close to these guys.
As we've learned,
they destroy. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much dead last when I played in this.
So again, this is round number 1. We got scores all over the place right now. Round number 1, just trying to show you a flavor of the action. As we get later into the round, it's going to get far more important as we're cutting from 36 players down to 24. Then from round number 1, we're going to cut from 24 down to 12. And round number 3, we're going to cut from 12 down to 6. And only 6 will play the final round. All right, Daniel Tatum here at the tough 8th. Got to play it up the left-hand side. Speed is huge here. That speed seems to be okay. Yeah, exactly hole high. We got Rainey Statham at 5 under par. Nico Manu at 5 under par. Daniel Tatum next, and we'll go over to the 10th. Down the hill, our first group of the day, Tony Varnador. Oh, wow. So
I thought that was going in.
And that's the difference. As the carpet has sped up here, this back to the 4th. The carpet has sped up. They might need to go back to the old front door shot at number 10.
You're right. It's a lot faster. It's getting pretty warm out. Yeah.
John Powell here. We're in the ditch at 8. Stephen Buckner. It's not hard to get there.
It's sometimes that fills up with water, and it's a water hazard.
Yeah. There's the action out at the 5th. That's John Powell's group with Jay Clapper. That's John Wilder's shot
Needed that one.
around the corner. Yeah, these guys are used to playing marathons. The U.S. Open is coming up this weekend just down the street at the Aloha Village.
It starts tomorrow?
It starts tomorrow. There you go.
8 rounds.
8 rounds. So these guys are used to having a little bit more of a marathon. This is an 18-hole sprint right here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's...
Yeah, some of them like the more rounds because they might have a bad round. They've still got 7 to get some momentum going.
That's a 3 for Wilder.
I like the pressure. Oh, here we go, Nico.
Going to take him back to 1 over. Here's Nico, who is listed as 6 under. And will be tested there.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, Nico Manu is exceptionally talented. We've never seen a start like this.
This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And now the 6 inches, the rule is not adopted. It's a 90-degree angle from the obstruction. It can be closer to the hole, but he's got to fit his size 12 in there. And this is not an easy shot. This wouldn't be an easy putt if you had to use a putter. He's got to figure it out. Look at that scorecard, Ted.
Unbelievable. I mean, he's up there with Rainey.
He is currently the solo leader, and this to stay there.
Oh.
No way!
And it falls
Unbelievable!
In. What? Oh my God! Wow!
The sun is shining on Nico Manu. 6 under through 10, still leading, and he's getting breaks like that.
Wow!
Holy cow!
Hey, when it's falling in your favor, it's falling in your favor. Wow!
There's the amateur James Vorak, who is 1 over par. And he's ready for the layup line, you know, if the round ends.
He's affiliated with Better, the BETR. It's a new gambling site by Jake Paul.
Love it.
Yeah.
Getting double handful of the professional world of miniature golf. Now Gary English, all pars on the scorecard. This is the traditional shot. This is how they used to play it. And with the carpet getting faster, the reason why they went away from that is it wasn't fast enough to come back down the hill. But with the carpet getting faster, I think you're going to start to see that shot again.
Mm-hmm.
It was a shot that you're playing at front door, but you got to hit it off the back and get it to come back past the hole and then roll in the front door. Okay. So good one there from English.
Nico with the sportsmanship.
Nico Manu is the story of the day right now. 6 under par. Although we now have him at 5 under par and tied for the lead with Rainey Statham. Either way, this guy is playing great.
Unbelievable. Do you think he knows what's happening?
He has to, doesn't he?
I don't know. I mean, that last putt that rimmed around, unbelievable.
He's played so much tournament golf. You know, he's got such a great familiarity here.
Yeah.
So we'll watch them when they get over to the 12th. This is course record holder Randy Reeves with his tee shot here at the 5th. Randy is even par so far. The course record here is 25. Trying to get a good bounce there, and I don't think it just doesn't quite.
He's a past Masters champion. Got the green jacket.
And the actual green jacket. Now it's a green, like, members only jacket.
Yeah, because it's members only. You got to win it to wear it.
So, does the world already know, or do they need to know that you and your dad are just goofballs?
Oh, I mean, if they don't know, I guess they need to know.
All right, this is our new featured group. Once we get done connecting, Nico Manu, who's there with Gary English and James Dvorak, they're over at the tough 11th. They're in a tough stretch here, but Nico is tied for the lead. Rainey Statham is in front of him. So our two leaders are over there in a tough stretch. This is the group. The amateur has the caddy with the jumpsuit on.
Right. This is a long hole.
So this is an unbelievable start for Nico Manu as he stands ready to play the 11th. His over-under was a stroke and a half over par. He's 5 under.
Amazing. This is where that Joey Grable hit that incredible hole-in-one in the first tournament.
So here goes Nico. Toughest hole on the golf course. Tied for the lead. Trying to get about 5 bounces here. And that's a great putt.
Amazing. Unreal.
You just don't ace 11. You're just trying to get one to find its way over there.
Yeah.
And now this element of his game has to be steady.
Boom.
And it is.
Wow, Nico. Playing tough.
And he knows it. A little fist pump.
Yeah.
The story of the day for Nico Manu.
He's got a swagger going, too. Look at him.
Oh, Gary English knows it. So they head over to the tough 12th. A little risk reward here at the 12th. And we'll see what Gary English decides to do. There's 2 shots now at the 12th. But how about this start for Nico?
It's amazing. It's amazing. Unbelievable.
In the world of golf, the adaptive golf, the first U.S. Adaptive Golf Open took place last year at Pinehurst. They're going to have it again. This is a gigantic movement in the game to make the game more reachable and more accessible. And Nico Manu leading this event right now. Just it's part of the same storyline. So here's English. He's going to play the safe shot around the right-hand side. A couple of ricochets here. Ooh, that took a violent first kick. Usually that's 2 bounces, but he got away with that one.
Yeah. I think they play this a couple different ways, right?
Yeah, there's one that takes a sharp turn to the left and just goes straight in. But if you miss that spot, you're in trouble. That's a nice par for English. He's even.
Oh.
All right, and this is the amateur. Dvorak, he's playing the safer shot.
It's a nice play.
Going to leave you with that one. All right, so Dvorak in for his par. He's at 1 over, and now co-leader Nico Manu. He's going to go around the back also. Just needed a little more pace.
Hey, that's not a bad spot for second.
And here's another one. Yeah, see, there's a problem. So you get 6 inches, but his shoe is longer than 6 inches. Oh, great!
Oh my gosh, he's hanging tough. I'm nervous watching this.
Yeah,
this is exciting.
Nico Manu tied for the lead here at 5 under par. We'll check in with Brock Gillespie.
Hello, everyone. Brock Gillespie here. We're back in the Players Lounge. We're sitting here with Jeremy and Navin. Jeremy, obviously one of the competitors today. Jeremy, tell me a little bit about yourself. You got any hobbies outside of competitive putting that you like?
Yeah, well, first I say, like, I don't consider this a hobby, right? It's a profession as an athlete, but when I'm not out here on the course, what I love to do is I play some disc golf.
Okay.
I'm also a member of the American Coaster Enthusiast Club, so I love roller coasters. So anytime I'm out playing at a course, I try to pair it with getting to an amusement park somewhere, doing something a little fun.
What's your favorite roller coaster in the country?
Oh, that's a great question. I'd have to say there's, it depends on like wood coast or stuff like that, but Dollywood has some great coasters there. I love Thunderhead, has a great ride.
Dollywood, awesome, awesome. I'm kind of curious, Jeremy, how'd you get involved in competitive putting?
I used to vacation in Myrtle Beach as a kid. I'd come here to the Well Drillers Convention with my cousin Randy, and I'd come out here and play here at the Hawaiian Rumble. And I remember seeing a sign one day talking about the Masters of Mini Golf.
Okay.
And then I'm sitting at work one day, and that pops in my head in my late 20s. I was like, I wonder if that's still a thing. I look it up on the internet. It is. And so I'm like, I'm going to get into this. I go to Branson, Missouri, Grand Country Open. That was my first professional tournament.
Jeremy, that's really interesting. Once again, Jeremy here. He's going to be teeing off shortly. Let's go back to Brian.
Brock, thanks. Jeremy Nabonet, another veteran of these tournaments here. You saw Nico tap his par in at 13. The cave hole can take these guys apart, but Nico's up to the challenge.
Yeah, he's hanging tough.
The story of Nico Manu right now echoing around the golf world. 5 under par as just tremendous tied for the lead. An adaptive golf player leading this World Putting League event. Jay Clapper, rough start, made a 4 back at the 4th. Good enough to just pretty much ace his way in. And I think that one stayed left on him. Clapper's outside the cut line right now, Ted.
Yeah, he's outside the cut line. He's also a past Masters champion.
We've got a bunch of players that haven't even started, so the cut line is still showing at even par, but
it'll move, I'm sure. Yeah.
1 or 2 over might make it. Here's Gary English in the cave. Gary playing with Nico and the amateur Dvorak. You see how the right-handers have to cram themselves up against that wall. That's not high enough. That's going to miss left, and that's going to leave a long deuce putt. Well, maybe not. Did that actually go? No, there it is. I was going to say that.
Yeah.
That looked left, and that's what happens when you miss that little point.
I'm always happy if I get a 3 on this one.
Nico Manu in this group as they head to 14. And it's just such a tough stretch here. 12, 13, and 14. Holes you just don't expect to make ones on. Holes where 3s creep up very quickly. And it's an interesting part of the round.
It's a little bit like those back holes at Augusta, right?
It's similar to Amen Corner. Of course, you can make a charge through 12 and 13, but you're definitely hanging on at 11. That's a nice deuce there for Gary English. All right, so Gary English stays even par for those who have started.
You live here? Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
So here's the group as they head over to 14 now. And it's going to be James Dvorak leading us off. Nico will hit second on this hole. Pretty good showing for the amateur. An ace and 2 bogeys. You just want to run this around the outside with a lot of pace. That's not quite enough pace. That's a tester.
This is another hole with a weird angle, right? You hit it and it seems like it's going to come right back at you, but it finds its way around.
Yes, absolutely. And you'd love for it to not hit anything really hard, but you have to hit the ball really hard. And what's happening here with James is that there is a crack in the subsurface between him and the hole. And it can cause that ball to do that. Exactly that. It just jumps to the right on you, and you can't read it. You can't see it. The veterans here know you have to hit your tee shot past it so you don't deal with it. And James just doesn't have enough rounds in here. So that's going to be a bogey. He's going to fall to 3 over.
Got that.
The lead is 5 under par. It's Rainey Statham tied with Nico Manu. This is Gary English. I guess I lied to you. I thought Nico was hitting second. Nico's going to hit third in this group. Gary English, even par. Even par right now is tied for 9th. So that's got plenty of speed, and that's going to get past that crack, and that's an easy tap in. Now, to hit the ball down that right-hand side that hard, you are risking that you're going to get a violent kick. And if you get a violent kick, you can actually hit the ball off the golf course here. These guys don't. This is, would you say, Ted, this is the hardest they hit the ball of any tee shot on the golf course?
Yeah, you're probably right.
So here's Nico, tied for the lead. And he takes the violent kick. So the first sign of trouble here for Nico, and you can see him bobbing up and down. This is a tough putt just for the length.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be able to get his shoe all the way in there.
He's definitely rattled after that.
I'll tell you what, he may do well just to play this around the side here.
Like laying it up, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
That may be the choice he makes. Oh, he's thinking about going soccer style. Now he's going to go back to this. It's a sharp angle to stay tied for the lead.
Oh no. Wow. He almost saved that.
So bogey for Nico, and as he was making that bogey, Rainey Statham got to 6 under. So Statham is 6. Nico is still solo second at 4th.
Yeah.
And a tough bogey there at 14, Ted.
Sure was. He's still up there.
And there's Rob Pizzola, who's hanging in there very well. Pretty impressive for Rob Pizzola to come here and learn all
he's
these
hanging
shots.
tough. Yeah. Yeah, he's up there, right?
Well, we saw Jay Clapper with a bogey and a double, and he's sitting at 3 over, and there's Pizzola, who's just managed to avoid trouble.
Yeah.
So even veterans can get themselves in trouble.
Yeah, and you know, Clapper's game, I think hasn't been playing as much, but I've seen him here in the Masters go head to head with Olivia and win. So in those final sudden death holes, so he's got what it takes.
The action over at the 12th, and there's a violent kick, and that's part of the treachery of the 12th. That was way too hard. Here's Nico now at 15, a straight in putt. You can make it here too, and he's right back on the horse.
Whoa. Wow, right back up.
Nico Manu.
Nico.
Back to 5
Look
under
at him.
par.
He's so happy.
He's in second.
Amazing.
Rainey Statham is up to 7 under par now as they head to 17. There's Andy Molitor. Just a rough start. You got a 5 there at the 4th. I thought that was a 4 at 4. That was a 5? Oh,
that hurts.
At the 12th, here's Rob Pizzola. And he's going to try to play it around the corner. Now, you know, when I first played, I was using the line on the ball. The problem is once you start a hole, you don't get to mark the ball anymore. So you can't use the line. Rob's going to use it on the first putt here, but you're not going to get to use it again. And that should get down there within a couple of feet. It's right behind one of our other camera operators. So shouldn't be a problem there for Pizzola. I'll be impressed if he shoots even par here, Ted.
Yeah, for sure.
Very impressed.
I mean, I'm happy if I get a par here.
All right, there's our first group of the day. This is Wade Samel at 17. And 17's a kind of all or nothing. That's an ace for Wade. Should get him to 2 under, and that should be plenty safe to make it to the next round. And now Tony Varnador. This is a great look at 17. 1 over. Oh, he kind of cut it. Playing it the other way. When you take that cut at it, it takes speed off the ball, Ted.
Yeah, that hurts.
So there is an old cup, the old hole at 17. You can't quite see it, but the players do get relief from the old cup. And Varnador has this now. Honestly, I think you have to make this, and you might have to ace 18 in order to make it. Are we going to see
you're right.
24 rounds at par or better out of this 36? Maybe not. 1 over might be enough.
Yeah.
Right now we have 14 players at even par or better, and this is our tournament leader, Rainey Statham, at 7 under par. Course record's 9, isn't that right?
I think so.
Or so it's 11.
11.
It's 11 under par. No, the course record is 9. I'm sorry to our crew. I'm bad at math. There's
I
Rainey
wasn't
Statham, though.
thinking.
Gets to 8 under par, though.
All right.
The course record is 11 under par, 25. Rainey Statham now 8 under par with
He's
1
up
to
there.
play.
He's playing tough.
That entire group doing well. As you saw Wade Samel right there, Wade's little daughter. I got to see Amelie this morning.
She's super cute. They got her on the course. She's practicing. That's Olivia's daughter and Wade's, and yeah, she may be a future champ.
We got to see if we can get Amelie here.
Yeah, well,
with us.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah.
She's not tall enough to where you could see her.
One of your names has been chosen a second time. Wild Man.
Use it.
You may now challenge any member of the group.
I'll try you again.
The Max Mojito accepts your challenge.
And we are back. It's a rematch. The Mass Mojito versus Wild Man 2.
Tails it is.
And Wild Man wins the coin toss. It's a mystery why Wild Man would call out the same fighter for his second fight. Not a lot of benefit to him. He's already beaten this fighter. Masked Mojito, however, has an opportunity to even the score, so we'll see how it goes. Wildman using the biscuit technique here. This is a technique that was developed by Biscuit, one of the fan favorites at SlapFIGHT.
2, 3.
Oh no. Okay, pretty clear what happened here. Wildman had his thumb tucked inside of the slap there. You can see Q Davidson is informing them now that's not a good slap. Wildman's going to be scolded about that. You got to have the thumb's got to be tucked into to your hand, but it cannot be the point of contact. So he's going to have to pull that together. Now, Rocky Moore in the corner of the Mass Mojito is letting him know that this is an opportunity for him to steal this round. The Mass Mojito with a very unconventional style. Let's listen in.
1, 2, 3.
There wasn't a lot of power in the slap, but he did win the round. The Masked Mojito from Memphis, Tennessee by way of Mississippi. And of course, from Fulton, Missouri, Wildman. His cornerman, Frank the Tank, coincidentally also from Fulton, Missouri. They do not train together, but they do live in the same small Missouri town. All right, round 2. You see the biscuit technique employed again. Here's your windup.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, much better slap that time. It's an interesting technique. I don't know if it's going to work for him. He's not getting a lot of power out of it, but okay. Okay, it seems that there's been a warning issued here for flinching against Mojito. The Masked Mojito is going to check his placement here. We're at the bottom of round 2.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, another clean slap. Not a lot of power. I'm not so sure that's going to be a win for him on that round, especially with his flinch warning. Not a great round for Mojito. Rolling into round 3. Wildman looking for his second win tonight against the Masked Mojito. The Masked Mojito has been teasing us with a secret slap. We haven't seen it yet.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, not a great situation here. What happened here was the Masked Mojito flinched. He also raised his left shoulder, and it caused the slap to hit the shoulder and the chest a little bit more than the chin. So that's going to be a penalty. And the Masked Mojito will now lose his round 3 slap.
You'll be going 2 consecutive times.
So that means Wildman will have another slap immediately. Right now, it will be the beginning of round 4. At SlapFIGHT Championship, we do not give away penalty slaps or bonus slaps, but you do lose a turn with excessive penalties. And so here we go, round 4.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, now that's the best slap of the match so far. In fact, that's probably the best slap for Wildman today. But the Masked Mojito he actually has a chin, and he looks like he's doing just fine. Such a friendly guy. Rocky fingers his ear just for a moment, and now he's going to step back to the barrel at the bottom of round 4. Now, right now, it's a pretty even match. Aside from the loss of turn, it looks like it would be pretty even on the judges' scorecards, but anything can happen. We still have 2 or 3 slaps remaining in the match.
2, 3.
Okay, again, not a lot of power. It's a funny slap, but it may lose the fight for you if you don't develop some power soon. This is round 5. Wildman's going to run away with this victory if something drastic doesn't happen here in this last round. If there was ever a time for the Masked Mojito to use his secret slap, it would be now. You'll notice our competitors all have tape around their wrist. The tape is not there to support the wrist. The tape is there so that we can see how deep the slap extends past the chin. At SlapFIGHT Championship, the heel of the hand may make contact with the chin, but it cannot extend any deeper. So they use that tape around the wrist there to help them gauge how deep the slap lands. All right, final round. Wildman's going to stick with that biscuit technique.
2, 3.
And another great slap. Fantastic. If you're paying close attention, that's 5 clean slaps from Wildman with no penalties. And we've had 3 clean slaps by Mojito with 1 flinch penalty. So Mojito's going to need to do something crazy here.
Secret technique.
Mojito slap.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Woo! Here he comes.
Here's your windup.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God! The Mass Mojito with a secret slap powered it up and almost got the knockout. That's definitely going to be enough for him to win the round, but I don't think that's going to win the match for him. But wow, that was exciting. Good stuff there. We'll see if anyone tries to duplicate that slap. 5 rounds in the books. That's 10 rounds today for Wildman and Mojito. Let's go down to the barrel for the announcement of the winner. All right, boys, we have a winner by decision. Wildman. Challenger. Selected at random. Mallet. Okay, fight fans, during this past replay, there was a heated conversation within the group, and Mallet has made it clear that he has every intention of knocking out Scrappy Doo. Scrappy Doo has accepted the challenge, and they're making their way to the barrel now. back at the barrel. These two are ready to fight now, so let's go ahead and go down and listen to the coin toss.
Call it in the air.
Tails.
Heads it is.
And Scrappy Doo wins the coin toss. He will slap first.
You have the floor, Scrappy.
Earlier today, Scrappy's name was chosen. He chose to challenge Mallet and then defeated him in a 5-round battle. It didn't set well with Mallet, and he's been waiting all day for his name to be chosen so that he can challenge Scrappy Doo to this rematch. Here we go.
2, 3.
Okay, fantastic start to the match. Scrappy Doo staggers Mallet. Mallet steps right back to the barrel defiantly. Looks like he's not going to be taking his break.
Still got 50 seconds.
Each fighter does have 60 seconds to regain their composure and step back to the barrel. Mallet's going to go ahead and swing away without the break. Here we go, bottom of round 1.
1, 2, 3.
Oh! Scrappy Doo goes down.
Here we go.
He's nodding his head like that was a fair blow. But he definitely felt it and got to get his legs back underneath him here before he continues. Okay, he just told his corner man, Frank the Tank, that he didn't feel it. I bet his ass felt it when he hit the mat, though. All right, we're about 40 seconds into the match, and both fighters feel like they needed to rehydrate. First round definitely won by Mallet. Anything can happen. 4 more rounds to go. Scrappy Doo's going to check his placement. We're in the top of round 2.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, now that was actually a great slap. It just didn't have a lot of power. Mallet ate the slap. He's going to step right back to the barrel. He really wants this win over Scrappy Doo. It's a nice little rivalry we've got here. 2 fighters at 112 pounds. The 2 smallest, lightest fighters in the history of the sport going toe-to-toe at the barrel.
3.
Oh! Another knockdown for Mallet, and Scrappy Doo looks hurt. Oh, my gosh. Mallet takes a knee here out of respect. And referee Q Davidson has seen enough. He's going to call a stop to the action. Winner by knockout in round 2. Fantastic performance by Mallet. I'm going to take a few moments here and just let Scrappy Doo clear the cobwebs before he stands up. And now we're going to go back down to the barrel for the announcement of the winner.
Good job, gentlemen. Let's announce our winner.
After 2 rounds, we have a winner by knockout, Mallet. All right, gentlemen, we have time for one final challenge. Our final challenger, chosen at random, Black Larry. Okay, Black Larry has made a bold selection here. He's called out Concrete Finisher, who we've seen throw some big power already this afternoon. We've really seen nothing from Black Larry. No one has challenged him all day. He's just been patiently waiting. This is going to be our first look at him, and he's definitely issued a big challenge here. Concrete Finisher is a proud member of Team Destroyer. Black Larry is an independent, unknown slapper. This fight is anyone's guess. Black Larry, the final challenger of the day, and he has selected Concrete Finisher. Our lead official for this final match, Q Davidson, and we will go down to the barrel now and listen in to the coin toss.
Here we go. Tails. Tails it is.
And Black Larry wins the coin toss. He will slap first. This match is scheduled for 5 rounds. All right, folks, let's take a look at the rules of slap fight. First off, no clubbing. All competitors must land their strikes with an open hand. The heel of the hand may make contact but cannot extend past the chin. Next, no stepping. Feet must be planted shoulder width apart, and there can be no pivoting or stepping when striking. And finally, no flinching. Small reactions are allowed, but any movement that affects the power of the strike is a foul. Final match of the Slap Fight Challenger Series, Black Larry versus Concrete Finisher. Of course, Black Larry on your left, Concrete Finisher on your right. All of our competitors are protected by impact mouthguards. Impact mouthguards protecting the teeth, mouth, and jaws of our competitors since 2018. Round 1, here's your windup from Black Larry.
2, 3.
Oh, Black Larry with a huge slobber knocker. Concrete Finisher is hurt. Oh, my. Larry takes a knee out of respect. The EMT has stepped onto the platform. He's having a conversation with Concrete Finisher, and it does look like Concrete Finisher is okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, Concrete Finisher's having a conversation with the medical team now, and it looks like he's going to step back to the barrel. Okay, his cornerman Rocky Moore just suggested that he take every second of his break. Each of our competitors has 60 seconds to regain their composure after taking a slap. And it looks like concrete finisher is back at the barrel for the bottom of round 2.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Still a little bit unsteady on his feet here. We'll see what kind of accuracy he has. Big windup from concrete finisher. Oh, and a big slap. Stunned Black Larry for just a moment, but Black Larry stays on his feet.
Clubbing warning. Watch that. Make sure you get your heel back.
Oh no, we've got a clubbing warning here for concrete finisher. Obviously unintentional, but that is a warning for clubbing. If there's another club committed during this match, concrete finisher will lose a turn. Top of round 2. Concrete finisher's fiddling with his nose here. It might have some sort of an issue here.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh. Okay, concrete finisher eats a big shot, stays on his feet. That's a testament to how tough concrete finisher is.
Let's go. Let's go. Go, boys.
I love the sportsmanship at SlapFIGHT Championship.
5 seconds remaining.
Take your time. Take your time.
Fantastic little fight we've got going here. Concrete finisher seems to have recovered fully.
Nice, man.
Black Larry showing out in his first match.
Not what I was expecting.
Okay, concrete finisher says that's not what I was expecting. Black Larry has yet to take a break. Staying right in the pocket. It's going to be the bottom of round 2. Oh my goodness, big swing. Oh no. Concrete finisher slaps him in the temple. That's definitely going to be a clubbing violation. And official Q Davidson calls the violation. That means concrete finisher will now lose his round 3 slap. That means Black Larry will now have his round 3 and his round 4 slap in a row.
1.
That's not good.
2, 3.
Oh, concrete finisher is done. That's the end of the match, folks. Blood dripping from the nose of concrete finisher. Yeah, that's it. Q Davidson has seen enough. He's going to call that a TKO. Wow, what a fantastic debut by Black Larry. Coming out of nowhere with the last match of the night. 3 big slaps, and he takes out the concrete finisher of Team Destroyer. Fantastic performance. Looks like concrete finisher's okay. And we're going to try to stand him up here, and we'll go down to the barrel for the official announcement of the winner, Black Larry.
All right. Like being hit by a brick. Black Larry.
Gentlemen, my side, please.
Your final winner of the SlapFIGHT Challenger Series is Black Larry. Thanks for watching this episode. Be on the lookout for more viral, bettable content from Pro League Network. For all of us here, my name is JT Tilley, and we'll see you next time. You can bet on it.